What is going on, guys? Today, I'll be giving you my top 5 most important players entering the 2022 season. I think if the Houston Texans, if they want to get some W's, if they want to get better, then these 5 guys need to play damn good this season. But before we get into the guys, we are doing the Sign Houston Texans Helmet giveaway once I get to 5,000 subscribers. So drop the answer to this question down below. Who is your top 5 most important players entering the 2022 season? At number 5, I do have Tytus Howard, who is entering his 5th year. We need to know if he's going to be the right tackle for the future or not. His first 4 years have been nothing but consistently moving. He's played on the right. He's played on left tackle, right guard, left guard. He has been everywhere on this offensive line, but at the center position, that's good in terms of versatility, right? And you've been there when we needed you. But now when we're building the offensive line for Davis Mills or whoever's going to be the quarterback, it is now time to have a set in stone position for Tytus Howard. He needs to develop as a right tackle for the Houston Texans. I think he is very important for the offensive line. I think that if he is good, that's a great thing because it's someone who you could sign for cheap in the offseason. He's still a very young football player. I do think Tytus Howard is my 5th most important player going into year 2022. At number 4, that is Kamu Grugier, who really was flashing as the season was going for the Houston Texans, was really the only bright spot on the defensive side of the ball at the linebacker spot. But also, this linebacking spot is very, very deep, guys. There is Christian Kirksey. There is the new rookie linebacker, Christian Harris, who has been getting some number 1 reps. Neville Hewitt. We also have Garrett Wallow, second-year man at TCU, who has been turning a lot of heads at OTAs. Grugier flashed last year. He was definitely a playmaker for the Houston Texans, was definitely a fan favorite as the season went on. Racked up 103 tackles for the Houston Texans. Definitely balled out. Showed that that he has grit, that no matter what the score was, because the Houston Texans were down a lot, in some of these games, Grugier, he gave it his all. I am excited for year 2 coming off that right knee injury. He needs to show that he could still be the guy who he was last year, but right now he is my number 4 guy going into year 2022. And at number 3, the guy that you took number 3 overall, Derrick Stingley, I think he is very important for Nick Caserio because this is your building piece, right? This is the first piece of the rebuild, and you took him number 3 overall. His freshman year was that damn special. The question is, can Derrick Stingley, is he healthy? Can he play 16 games? He's been brought along slowly during OTAs. Lovie Smith said that it's still the plan for him and John Minchie as well as we get closer to training camp, is bringing them along slow. He did say that Derrick Stingley will be playing football for us this year. I really do think it's going to be week 1. Elite ball skills. He's 6 feet. He did run that 4.3 740 at his pro day. Derrick Stingley has all the tools to be an elite corner. The only question is can he stay on the field and can he suit up every single Sunday? If we hit on Derrick Stingley, right? Everyone wanted Sauce Gardner. I wanted Sauce Gardner myself. Nick Caserio looks like an absolute genius and put us on the right track to get him back to getting some W's in Houston. And the next, 2 guys it's going to be obvious. Number 2 is Brandon Cooks and number 1 is Davis Mills. On Brandon Cooks, it is year 3 with the Houston Texans. You are being, advertised as the most underrated wide receiver in the NFL. I think this is going to be a very special year for Brandon Cooks. I think he and Davis Mills are going to have a connection all throughout the season if they both stay healthy. Cody Stoops from 97.5 at ESPN said that Davis Mills and Brandon Cooks are having a connection out there and that the only reliable weapon for Davis Mills is Brandon Cooks. We know who Brandon Cooks still is. A deep threat, 4.3 speed, reliable hands, is there every single week. Is coming off a second straight 1,000-yard season with the Houston Texans. Davis Mills, Brandon Cooks is important, and also in terms of teaching the young guys. We have a guy in Nico Collins who everyone is expecting to take a big jump in year 2. We also just drafted a special player in John Menchie, an elite route runner. He's just going to do great things for the Houston Texans offense. But as far as Brandon Cooks, I do have him as number 2. And number 1, it is obvious, it is Davis Mills. He is the number 1 player for the Houston Texans going in the year 2022 for me. You need to show that you're the franchise QB. You need to show that we are not going to take a quarterback next year. Get Will Anderson, the Terminator, out of Alabama, and solidify the defensive line. But to do that, Davis Mills needs to, 1, show that he's capable of leading this Houston Texans team. He needs to get better. PFF, they put a tweet out. It said, how many touchdowns will Davis Mills throw? My stat line was that he was going to throw for 3,500 yards, 30 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and 7 wins for the Houston Texans. If Davis Mills does that, there's no question this is our guy's franchise QB. But Davis Mills, he only has 1 year and 1 year to prove it to not only us, but to prove to the organization that he is the guy moving forward for the Houston Texans. This has been my top 5 most important guys. Y'all let me know how I did, and y'all drop y'all's. As always, go Texans. You guys have a very blessed day.